Okay guys, it's Brad of All Trades, and last night I painted the plastics on my Razor Quad black. It didn't come out perfect. I mean, there's still a lot of red, but I guess that makes it look cool. I'm just gonna tell myself that in my head, but it looks a lot better than the color pink that it was before. It was supposed to be red, but y'all know it faded and it was pink, and the stickers looked like trash. So on top of putting that on black, today I'm going to be replacing the 350 watt speed controller and the motor regulator, motor governor. I'm going to be replacing that with a 1000 watt 36 volt speed controller, so while my daughter is gone I can rip it around at 1000 watts. Okay, so first undo the throttle. I'm going to use the same throttle. Let's see, what else do I need to fucking undo? Is that the brake sensor? We don't fuck with those. Okay, undo the stupid fucking bungee cord. But I'm gonna need that, so it's not that stupid. I still need it. Okay, oh shit, I gotta unplug the motor too. The motors are always this damn blue and yellow wire. And if your motor's ever going backwards, you could just swap these wires and your motor will be going the right way. Keep that in mind. Okay, so let's see where we got to get. Alright, is that a good angle, hopefully? So for my 1000 watt speed controller, I got the motor, power, on and off, and then also throttle. A bunch of these other ones you're probably not ever going to use. You could cut them off or just leave them. Brake sensors, sports mode, which this motherfucker doesn't work. I've tried it. Another brake sensor and a charging port. Obviously I don't use this, so we could just cut all those off or just push them aside if you want to. And a brake light, I guess, if you ever get a brake. But then you have to use the brake sensor, which cuts out the motor, so that doesn't really make sense, I guess. It's all up to you. But it looks confusing, but it's really not confusing. So first I'm gonna hook up my motor right here, blue and yellow, straight to the motor. And hopefully those are going the right way. Get my little power adapter right here with the XT60 connectors. Plug that bitch in to the power. So that's gonna get connected. Let's see. That's gonna get connected right to the power. So make sure you will fuck up your speed controller if you put these backwards. It will not. You'll blow the capacitors inside of the speed controller, which you can replace the capacitors, but it's just a bitch. Okay, power. Now we need our throttle. So here's throttle. Most of the time it's going to be 3 wires. That's going to be probably power and negative, and then I forget what these are, but it's a variable throttle, so they need 3 wires instead of just 2 wires on and off. Some of them come with 5 or 6, which would be like the little light meter, your voltage meter on your dashboard or on your throttle. Okay, so plug this bitch. Throttle, I've never seen one that wasn't black, green, and red. So most of the time I guess they're black, green, and red. Make sure that bitch is in. And then for the power locks, I'm gonna have to use a handy dandy switch. So I built this to go onto the power locks. So basically it's just a switch with a 2-pin connector, the female, to clip right onto the power locks. Oh, I should have made sure it was off. Well, we don't have our power connected, but also make sure it's always off when you connect that shit. Okay, let's see. So we got throttle. Now all we need to do is plug in our power and then turn our switch on. Speed controller engaged. And let's see if I can lift up these damn wheels and turn the throttle at the same time. Okay. So as it sits right now, it's going in reverse. So the only thing we need to do, or a couple things I guess. So first, disconnect your power. Always disconnect your power. Turn this bitch off first. Then disconnect the power. Motherfucker. Okay. And now for the motor, we gotta swap the polarity of the blue and the yellow wire. And I like to use hemostats because that just makes it way easier than just a flat head. So inside of here, there's gonna be a little prong that you gotta pry free before you could slide this clip out, see? So right here, this little thing, before you put it back in, you gotta make sure this is pried back out. If I could fucking get it. There you go. So just make sure it's pried out so it locks into place. And then remember which way it was before, or you could just recheck your video if you're making a video. So slide that one out. Now we got to put the yellow one right in here so we don't forget. So yellow, boom. Now the blue one, same thing. Pry this little fin back up. Be easy on it. And then make sure you got the orientation the right way, because this clip has to go right where this groove is. So if you see this groove right here, that's the way that the clip has to go. So make sure it's facing the right way, otherwise it won't lock in. And you could usually hear it clip and lock in. Okay, so now plug in the motor back, plug the motor back in after we switch that. Now we're gonna wanna plug in our power and also our on and off switch. Now let's see what happens. Okay, now that's going the right way. So far I've plugged in the 1000-watt speed controller, and I just did a little test drive to see if it works. Let's see if I can set my phone up. Now what we have here is a 1000-watt Razor quad. The 350, not the 500. This is only the 350. Okay, I'm trying to make it TikTok too at the same time, so it gets kind of hard to do everything at once. Okay, so let's motherfucking bungee this sumbitch back in here. See if I could get it bungee. So shit stays. Yeah, same thing as before. Turn this bitch off while we're working on it. Clip our switch and our charger right underneath that fucking bungee cord right there. And what's garbage about this motherfucker is, in order to take the plastics off, you gotta take the entire handlebar setup off. fucking pisses me off. Okay, so now let's get our plastic. Alright, so now we gotta thread our fucking throttle and our brake lever through the plastics, which is fucking stupid. And then you could slide it over the head or whatever that fucking thing's called. Oh, motherfucker. I should have put the seat on first. Let me attach the damn seat. With the one screw that it came with. This motherfucker came with one screw. Okay, there's a clip right here in the front. You want to just clip that in. And then I guess... Oh, no wonder there's fucking three. It could only have one screw. No fucking shit. Alright, so I had to put the one screw, I had to attach the seat so this shit could fucking sit on here. I'm supposed to do that first. And make sure these two little pins go into that. Come on. And she's already looking way better, dude. I'll fucking paint it again another time, but for now, it looks better. Alright, now we gotta get these stupid handlebars mounted on here. And the handlebars are gonna come with the handlebar brackets, handlebar mounts, whatever you wanna call them, and then a bolt for each one. Boom, bam, biggity, bam. Start like this. Alright, let me get the right Allen head and tighten this bitch down. Okay, we got the handlebars cranked down, and now we gotta slide the brake lever on and the throttle. So brake lever and throttle. I'm actually gonna slide this grip on right now to see how far my brakes need to be. and tighten down the brake lever. And then to attach the plastics, you got this stupid spot under here. Let me do the other side. Oh, maybe I should put the charger, or I'll put the charger in there. And then up under here, you got two fucking, I just put one nut on, I'm fucking lazy. No point of having two. For now, I think that's all she wrote until I go test drive it. See what happens. Alright, so now what we have here is a 1,000-watt Razor quad. Turn this bitch on. Yeah, now we gotta go test drive it somewhere.